What's up, everybody? How's it going? It is Monday and it is August 9th, and we got ourselves some Scream Stream. I mean, hey, Halloween is like 2 months and like 22 days away. Like, I mean, get excited, but for me, it's like it's already started. You know what I mean? I'm just absolutely floored by it, and so. We got a great show today. We got some guests to come on here as well to help us out, and we'll explain that in a minute. But let me go ahead and add Robert to the stream. Uh,
Hello.
hey, Robert. So how are you?
Good,
Um,
good. I was kicked out for some reason, but I got it working now. Log
well,
back.
the spirits are acting all weird, I guess. So, but Robert, we're going to go ahead and run the intro and then say hi to everybody in the chat, and then we'll talk about our guests that we have coming on. So
Good.
here we go. That's right. It is stream, guys, and like I said, we've tried the Friday, but we're doing Monday right now, and right now it's one of those things where I think it's going to work. We appreciate everybody coming in. If you're watching on the rewind, thank you so much. It means a lot to us. But let's go ahead, Robert, and say hi to everybody in the chat. So right now we got. I'm going to shoot all the way straight up to the top because I know BK Phipps originally was in there first. She was the early squad. I don't know what happened to her comment, but then you got Horror Collector Fiend, part of the early squad. Sassy Cajun said she'll be in here shortly. Then we're gonna go down a little bit. Mad Hatter Pops, how is it going, Mad Hatter? Then once again, BK Phipps, Roscoe Pops, Chase Kingdom, Hail to the Kingdom, Jasmine, Unicorn Zombie Princess, Ham Fam, how's it going, Ham Fam? Chris, Lord of the Seven Strings, and King Bob, Adventures in Collecting. And speaking of King Bob, like if you guys, they did the collectible swaps. So the Kraken, Robert. So all these channels, 60 something channels, are posting videos of the swaps that they got. So I did mine today. Me and the boys, we opened up our box. It was a great box to get, and so definitely want to check it out. I don't want to give any spoilers around, but definitely it is a TP episode, and that is totally powerful. Yeah, totally powerful. But other than that, just saying hi to everybody. So Robert, it's good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
And I got some surprise for you, Robert, because I know that normally you've been hanging in there battling the chat and doing the best you can, and the chat has been winning. The chat has been winning, Robert.
Yes.
Uh, so we enlisted some help out there, and Angie Roscoe Pops has agreed. She had put together a trivia, a Jeopardy, and so therefore you and me can be together, and we
Nice.
can go ahead and go up against the chat. So that would
All
give us
right.
some ability to do that. So we definitely want to appreciate Angie 100% for doing that. So guys, let me go ahead and bring her in real quick. And there's the lovely Angie. How are you, Angie?
I'm wonderful. How are y'all doing tonight?
Thank you. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. I know it's always busy on your end. Taking the time out just to kind of support and be able to do this, we really appreciate it. Like I said, just saying hi to everybody in the chat. And so, Robert, like I said, she put together, and I have no clue what it is or what she put or whatever the case, but she said it's hard. So, but that's going to work. Hey, Clarissa, how are you? It's going to work against the chat though too, because the chat's going to have to come up with some answers. But you got, like I said, Nightshade's in there. You got BK Phipps, Unicorn Zombie Princess. You got Horror Collector Fiend. So you got some people in there that can bring that realm of horror. So hey, Baby Ice, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, my dear. But before we get into that, just want to kind of see how everybody's doing. So Angie, you're our guest, so we'll go ahead and start. What's going on with you? How are things?
Things are great. Um,
Anything new, exciting? Anything over the weekend? Anything you got coming up this week?
I'm well. The collector swap 6. My video will drop on Friday,
Okay.
and I did my onboarding for Whatnot about probably about 2 hours ago. So within 14 days, I should have a Whatnot auction up. So nervous and excited at the same time.
Well, talking about nervous, Caitlin said that she came in right when the chat needs to come up with answers, so she's scared. Also, Umpty Scratch is in the house, and now I know rumors be told that Umpty is going to be making an appearance. Breaking into the YouTube fourth wall dimension with Brandy Geeks Meets Eats tomorrow. So that is something to look forward to. Hope that's going to be a lot of fun. I know Umpty's a little nervous, but hey, Umpty, we love you. You're always supporting. You're always hanging out and doing so much. So
Absolutely.
he's got the charities and everything. So that is awesome. And then Dead Zone Citizen, how's it going, Dead Zone? Dead Zone made a trip down for the FunCon, so that must have been a great experience. Gonna see if maybe he might have some videos with that. But I also saw. I just want to scroll up. Ham. I just like to keep going. Ham Fam. Basically, Ham Fam Pops was in here. Basically, listening but driving. Ham Fam Pops actually became a one of the newest family members of our Patreon today. So he's also a Patreon with Sassy Cajun. But Ham Fam is a Patreon. And speaking of which, we just want to give a little shout out to the Patreons.
Way, way up to everything that we want. But if we take a moment to get closer, closer to the things we love, it's not a long way, way to the spot where we already are.
And also Craig, Air Pop Control, he came on as well yesterday, so definitely appreciate that 100%, guys. And if you're interested in Patreon, like I said, there's many tiers to support the channel, help the channel grow. Definitely check that out. But Robert, how about yourself? How have you been? How are things going with you?
Good, good. Very busy, as you know, transitioning to a new job, but also trying to get my last 2 weeks of vacation in. So I'm traveling to Florida tomorrow. So I won't have Charlie with me, so it'll be different. They're in charge of the house. No.
So they're gonna have like a bachelor party here, Charlie.
I probably will. My friend is house sitting and pet sitting. So,
well, I mean, you got Friday the 13th this week.
Yes. So I'm multitasking. So forgive me in advance. I'm on my rolling cart right now, going around, just making sure everything's in place for tomorrow.
Well, as long as like I said, because a lot can happen this week. Because
yes.
Like I said, Friday the 13th. You got to be careful, guys. So I'm excited for that. Maybe 2 to 3 times, it can happen, but I mean, occasionally we do get that Friday the 13th. Now, the good thing is about Friday the 13th, Angie, is that there may possibly be this weekend some more news in regards to Jason Voorhees and the Friday the 13th franchise. So that's one of the things that I'm definitely looking forward to. They basically, the lawsuit had stopped the production, on Friday the 13th. And, obviously there's reboots and reimaginings, and these franchises are looking to, continue through the best they can. And obviously through the success of Michael Myers and Halloween, I think you're starting to see a trend, in Hollywood now. Like, hey, well, let's take some of these older films and just pick up from the first one, or let's pick up from when that particular film goes in the right direction. Like Friday the 13th, you can't pick it up from the first one because Jason didn't really come out until he came out of the water, but he wasn't really the Jason with the hockey mask. So you really can't, I mean, unless you pick it up right from that moment, you know what I mean? Like the minute he comes out of that water and kind of leads into the story into that. But I don't know. They were talking about maybe the third one, when he gets the iconic hugging mask. But Mr. Ugly's in the house. Now, Robert, Mr. Ugly wants to come on a stream, and so he wants to meet Charlie and stuff, so he's been asking. So, we may have to have Mr. Ugly on. He definitely.
Ugly.
All right. But so, Christina, what do you think about that with some of the stuff that's going on? I mean, the Halloween Kills is going to be coming out, but now here's the thing that I'm worried about, because Venom 2 just delayed its movie. Like because with this pandemic, the Delta variant stuff, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously going to the movie theaters, some of these movies really rely on the totals and the money from the movie theaters. I mean, sure, you can send it to HBO or whatever, but they really, really, look forward to people going out and spending a weekend and getting all that stuff. So my thing is can this film afford to take another hit? I mean, we're already getting closer to September, and then before you know it, hey NYC, how's it going? Before you know it, it's going to be October, and Halloween Kills is supposed to be coming out. So can a movie like this take a delay? I mean, is that something? I mean, we don't want to see it, but like if they get to that point where people aren't doing the vaccines, there's still stuff spreading, there's still things going on, like, do you as a production say, we can't take the chance of, or do you, I mean, because this isn't a film that you just want to go straight to HBO.
No, but I don't know. Could they possibly do some kind of pay-per-view for it as opposed to streaming it, or?
Well, it's the streaming, like you saw already with Black Widow. The first weekend, people went to go see it. Then it took a big dive. People were streaming it. It created an issue. So it's like, what kind of money are we looking at by just staying at home streaming? And I mean, and realistically, like when you watch a movie like Halloween, you want to be in that theater. Like, I mean, like, let's just say you happen to be in that row where there's somebody that's just totally terrified. They're screaming every little moment. So it's like, it's exciting because it really wraps you into the movie, when you're watching at home. I mean, unless you got that big screen and the big surround sound, it's different. It's really, really different.
Yeah. And with one like that, even though I would want to see it in the theater, I don't think I would want to see it like in January or December. I think I would want to see it in October.
Well, that's a good point, because you expect a movie like that, especially titled Halloween,
right,
to be in October. So they do have Scream. Here's the other domino effect. So Scream, the new one, is supposed to come out in January. So, it's like, as a Halloween franchise, you want to get that horror dollars. You want to get that, like, you want to get that to that point, because people are wanting to see a scary movie. And if Scream is the first one of the new year to come out, and Halloween gets pushed back, I mean, it makes it tough, makes it really hard. So, I mean, that's kind of what do you guys think about that in the chat? Like, your thoughts. I mean, would you, if they had to push Halloween back, how does that affect you guys in the mood wise? Like, can you handle another setback, or are you really anticipating wanting to go see this in a movie theater setting, or you're just like, what, I'm fine with just watching on a platform at home, and some people are, absolutely. Your thoughts, Robert? Anything on that?
Yeah, well, obviously the delays. Although, what I was going to say, I mean, apart from whether people are losing money or not, I think Disney Plus had the right idea in terms of you have the option. Either you go to the theater or you can buy it at home. Leaving an option, I don't see why there should be an issue if the other streaming services gave that option of you can buy it for $30, which is much more than a ticket, or you can go see it in theaters. Just leave it at that. And then people that want to go to the movies go to the movies and see it together. And then people that want to go home do watch part, like bring people. Like I don't see what the big issue of living in the. I guess I'm just someone that lives in the gray area. But, I don't. I mean, it's. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Like people like everything's going to start either getting more like the restrictions are going to come back. People are going to panic. They're going to delay things. All for what?
Well, it is. It's tough because, like, I mean, we're wanting to go to Disneyland for Christmas, and we've been saving for that and trying to figure out, like the boys they want to, we thought about possibly going in the summer, but we're like we're going to wait and go Christmas time, and I'm like that's what I'm worried about now. Is like okay, as we get closer when the flu season comes on and colds and all this stuff, and you get the weather changes, are they going to somehow go back into that situation? And and like I said, some schools have started already. So we don't start till the end of the month, so I don't know what our school is deciding to do yet entirely. But it's just it's a frustrating thing. Hey Liz, how are you? How's it going? But definitely, I think a lot of people feel comfortable being at home watching a movie. So I mean, it just depends. I guess either way, I just would not want to see them postpone. If anything else, and just then put it on the platform. But don't. This movie's been hyped and anticipated, and we're getting closer and closer. Like I really don't want to see Halloween, the whole part of it, like the haunted houses, the animatronics, like everything that relates to Halloween. I don't want to see it get pushed again, and it's a frustrating situation. So you're kind of keeping your fingers, to that deal. So, but definitely, like I said, guys, we have we kind of were talking about Friday the 13th because Friday the 13th is coming up. This coming up Friday, so get excited about that. You got Friday the 13th, 100%. And there's been so many great Friday the 13th movies, and I kind of say, like, what is one of your favorites? Angie, do you have a favorite Friday the 13th movie? Is there one that kind of you're like, I really, really like this one, and some of them, yeah, are kind of like cheesy, but like, is there one that stood out, or is there a Friday the 13th moment? Like for example, when Jason takes Manhattan, I love it when he's walking down the sidewalk and the hooligans on the corner, and they're all just listening to music, and he kicks the thing and it goes flying, and they're all like, "Hey, we're gonna mess you up," and they turns around and lifts the mask up, and they're like, "It's cool, it's cool,"
I mean, I love the part of the first one where he comes out of the water, even though, that's not a very big part of it for, like Jason being in the movie, but I still think that it's iconic.
It's a turning point. Yeah. I mean, it's for that franchise.
And I that's one of my favorite moments because at that point, when you start seeing the other ones, he's coming.
Yeah.
I like when he gets the mask, and so the old school.
Well, and I don't know if they really thought like where that franchise was going to go. I mean, like I said, it basically sprung Kevin Bacon into some famous roles. But then you look at the whole thing, like, I mean, the mom, and then next thing you know, you got Jason coming out of the water. And one of the things that people don't understand too with that movie that I was able to notice was that they were almost going to call him instead of Jason, he was going to be called, let me double check here, Josh Voorhees. Now, can you imagine that? I mean, it just doesn't, Josh Voorhees, you know what I mean?
That is intimidating.
Yeah, I mean, it just, Josh Voorhees, like, I mean, does that, like, continue the franchise, based on had they gone that route? It's like, okay, well, Josh Voorhees, okay, guys, but yeah, I mean, something about Jason Voorhees, it just rings,
rolls off the tongue better. Jason.
And what's up, Brandy? Your favorite Looney Tunes character? We got Roadrunner, brother.
Yes.
Roadrunner and Coyote. And definitely Brandy Looney Tunes comes in and supports a great deal. So Ken Popademic, you guys are in for a treat because one of the reasons why Angie is coming on here to hang out with us is she has put together a Jeopardy. Okay, normally I put them together, and the chat goes up against Robert, and the chat has been handing Robert his hat the last couple of weeks. Robert's been battling and battling, but Robert only gets like one answer compared to the chat's three, right? So we wanted to even it up a little bit and let me and Robert have the opportunity to be able to team up and go up against the chat. So we're going to do that, and Angie has put together a great Jeopardy Labs. So she's going to do that and present that, guys. So get excited about that because, like I said, we're going to have a game of, I call it, Scaregories, Jeopardies, whatever the case may be, but we're going to go ahead and do it. And but Angie, have you had the luxury of being able to meet Charlie?
I have not met Charlie. I have seen Charlie, but not met him. Hi, Charlie.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So Charlie, we have a lady present, so you got to mind your manners. You got to be on your best behavior, Charlie. But
thank you, Charlie.
But definitely, hey Nazarene, how are you? How's it going? Okay, so your horror collector fiend wants to take me down. Very cool. And then also, like I said, we have one of the things that we are going to be able to do too, Charlie. We have a wheel that we need to put together and put some winners and have that as well. It's one of the things that we've been trying to do for the quizzes. We've only had, how many quizzes was it, Charlie? Two, right?
Yeah, only two.
Yeah. So normally what we want to try to do is a quiz each week, and then the top three we go on a wheel. So at this point we only have 6, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we want to try to give people an opportunity to do that. So that's one of the things that we're trying to do. So we can. So what we may need to do is maybe give away 2 winners and load the wheel up and have 2 winners to go from there. So maybe we'll play a little game or something tonight and see if we can add some people. All right. So Angie, do you want to go ahead and share that and see if we can get this game underway?
Absolutely.
And then in the meantime, guys, like I said, appreciate each and every one of you guys coming in, supporting and hanging out. I hope you guys are having a great week. The Kraken Collectible 6 has started off. A lot of great videos out there, so make sure you go check those out. 100%. And all right, so just so we know, okay. So how this works is the chat. Okay, you get 3 answers. Okay, so once your 3 answers is there, if they're wrong, you don't get the points. So, for example, if Baby Ice gives an answer, Horror Collector Fiend gives an answer, and BK Phipps gives an answer, and they're wrong, but then Funko Pops and Unicorns provides the right answer, it doesn't. You already missed it. You got to do it within 3 guesses. Okay, and so you will pick on people to pick a category. So in the chat, because I do see BK Phipps was one of the first ones here with the early squad. So BK Phipps, you'll be able to pick first for the chat. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and share this. All right, so we have Eric, Robert, and Charlie, and we have the chat. Okay, so Angie being our guest, you are more than welcome, hey Christina Payne, to determine who goes first, whether it's us or the chat, and you can go ahead and reveal the categories at this point in time.
Okay, we've got 80s horror movies, 90s horror movies, hodgepodge, horror soundtracks, and who played me.
Ooh, horror soundtracks, guys. Okay, and then some hodgepodge. That's going to be interesting. Hodgepodge. Speaking of hodgepodge, just to give you, I have a couple of facts that I looked up and stuff. But did you guys know for Hocus Pocus, guys, that they actually thought about having this guy be one of the lead characters, Leonardo DiCaprio. Interesting, huh? Leonardo.
Really?
Yeah. So it's always funny how like movies,
Did
how
not
they,
know that.
yeah, how they would have turned out. Just like one of the other things in the movie Scream, right? And of course, Scream. Molly Ringwald was considered to be one of the leads. Molly Ringwald. So that would have been, the Breakfast Screaming Club, So, but where are you at, Robert?
I'm just rearranging my camera here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, movies that could have turned out so different. Hey, what's up, Tats?
Yeah.
Like another one was just kind of look at real quick. Oh, yeah. So in this movie here, I think so. In the Ring, Jennifer Love Hewitt was going to be in the Ring, and she was going to be a Samara. So I mean, you know what I mean? It's like so interesting to see how these people would have been, and then Laurie Strode, and in the Halloween for the Rob Zombie, you know who auditioned for that was Emma Stone. Emma Stone of obviously Spider-Man in Zombieland. Emma Stone. So that would have been interesting to see how they would have played out with some of these roles. So, all right. So, Angie, would you like for the chat? And Christina BK Phipps will be the first one to pick the category and the amount. Would you like for the chat to go first, or would you like for us to go first?
Okay.
Oh, wait,
horror
hold on.
collector theme.
Okay.
Hodgepodge is just any horror related question. But the questions that I picked, it has to do with movies or television. So it could be anything, any year, any. So it's just a hodgepodge of questions.
Yeah. So
that's what that is.
So and like I said, you got some good ones in the chat there that can work on that. So, all right. So here we go, Angie. So you want the chat to go, or do you want Robert and I to go?
Let's go Rob and Eric first.
Okay. So Robert
and Charlie. Sorry.
So Charlie, let's go ahead. You can go ahead and pick the category first for us, Charlie. And then what we'll do, Robert, is through the private chat. If you want, like I said, we get 2 guesses. You and I get 2 guesses. So generally the chat will get 3. We're going to say we get 2 guesses instead of the 1. So
okay.
And Charlie, if you want to confer with Robert and then give out the answer, that's fine too. But we want to make sure we try to figure this out. So let's start it off really good this week. Okay, Charlie, let's should we do like a, should we summon the demons? Should we raise the spirits? Should we get out the Ouija? No. Oh, okay. Have Cheetah Will View. How's it going? Welcome. Thank you. Tiny Ninja, how are you? Hey, Horror Collector Peen. Hope you are doing well. All right. So once again, so those that are coming into the chat, so I'm just letting you know that it's going to be you guys. The chat is going to take on Charlie, Robert, and myself. And so what's going to happen is you get an opportunity to, someone from the chat will pick a category and an amount, and you get 3 guesses. So if you get it right within the first 3 guesses, you get the points. If you don't get it, then and anything that's on the border, Angie is going to be the deciding factor. So like if it's close, if it's something that's like so okay, Angie, you will determine that just in case.
Okay.
All right.
You got it.
So Robert, you ready to get this kicked off?
No, it's me though, Charlie. I will.
Okay, Charlie.
With
Well, so we got a tough crowd, Charlie, because like Nazarene, she watches. It's like I watch horror movies all year round. So Nazarene, like I said, they're coming for us, Charlie. So let's get it going.
let's go with 80s horror for 400.
Oh
All
wow,
right.
Charlie, starting with the 400. All right, here we go.
The Cenobites can't differentiate between pleasure and pain after emerging from a Chinese puzzle box. Name that movie.
Oh, this is Hellraiser.
Yes, sir.
Now the question is whether or not it becomes Hellraiser 1, 2, 3, like you know,
Okay,
like
no, let's not go there.
you know what I'm saying. So
The answer was Hellraiser, so we're just going to leave it at that.
perfect.
So
I just want to make sure because, like, you know, if you do, let's say, okay, maybe Friday 13th Part 2. Yeah, I just want to make sure. So, all right, so Hellraiser, here we go. So, chat. So take that, chat. We're on the board. What do you think about that? So we're coming after you guys. So bring it. All right. So BK Phipps, you are on the clock, my dear. You get to pick the category and the amount. So what do you want? Yeah, Caitlin wants. We should do a 50 Shades of Grey. One of those 50 Shades of Grey streams too. We can do one of those one time. All right. BK
played
Pip said we
me?
locked out. Okay, who played me 500? All right.
All right.
We say how you going, BK. All right, Christina.
Okay.
I know our strategy.
But see, this is good, Robert, because we can see how the questions are played out. Okay, chat. So here we go. So you get 3 guesses.
Actually, this one, I think I entered it wrong or I showed the answer, but tell me who this is in the movie and we'll just do it backwards.
Okay, so you want to know who is Chris McNeil in The Exorcist? So
Oh,
you get
never
3.
mind. Never mind. That's the answer. That's the question. Yes. Who played Chris McNeil in The Exorcist? I'm sorry.
Okay. And in the chat, you get 3 guesses. So the first 3 guesses that come through, we're taking. So Ellen Burstyn is one guess. And if they get it, if you, I don't know if you're going to know it off the hand. So we'll wait till they do the 3 guesses and then we'll reveal. So we got Sharon Gless, Ellen Burstyn twice. So we got 3 guesses.
Okay.
So what are our answers?
Ellen Burstyn.
Ellen Burstyn. Look at that. Have Cheetah Will View coming through for the chat, Charlie. Oh, look at that. All right. We'll see. Yeah, we got so the chat is taking the lead. That's all right. All right. Now, Robert, so I will go ahead and pick a category, Robert. And we're going to continue. We're going to go to, let's go big, Robert. Still, let's keep that 500 in our category. Let's go 80s horror for 500. 80s horror for 500.
Okay. Charlie Brewster knows his neighbor is a vampire. He gains the help of a TV host to help stop the killings in this 1985 movie.
And what is Fright Night? That would be Fright Night with Charlie Dandridge. That's going to be my answer. Fright Night.
Fright Night.
Yeah.
You got
That's
it.
right. Yeah. See, chat. Now you got 2 going up against 1. What's up, Slushland? How's it going, Mr. Canadian? Mr. Slushland? Appreciate you being here. So just so you guys know, Slushland people that are coming in, it is the chat versus Charlie, Robert, and myself. And Angie is here as our guest. She has put together the Jeopardy. So we are battling it out right now. So, all right. now. So we're going to go scroll up. And once again, like I said, being part of the early squad. So I know that Noel, Horror Collector Fiend, was here also after BK Phipps. So Noel, I will give you the pleasure of picking the next category and the amount. So whatever you would like, you are on the clock.
And here I was thinking I was making this hard. And this is a breeze.
Charlie.
Uh,
That was a good, that was pretty good movie back in Fright Night. I don't. Vampire movies are so tough these days.
All right, 90s horror for 500.
Oh, okay. I see how you are. All right.
All right, chat. Collectible shop. Oh, go ahead, Eric. You can read it. It's your show.
Oh no. Well, I was kind of reading out loud. So just.
Oh, okay.
let our guest should read it.
Collectible shop owner Leland will ask for a prank or a deed to be done as payment for items in his shop in this 1993 Stephen King movie.
All right, chat. You're on the clock. Boom. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Have Cheetah will view. So they gave the first guess of Needful Things. And so we see we get two more guesses here before we reveal. Charlie, Have Cheetah will view is coming through strong right now. Lord of the Seven Strings says Needful Things. Chase Kingdom says Needful Things. So it seems that is a very strong answer. So we got three guesses.
Please.
Needful Things.
Needful Things. All right. Yeah, whatever, Noel. We'll go for that. Yeah, I see. All right.
Straight for the jugular.
All right. So, Robert or Charlie, like I said, we need to, that was one of the things that chat got out a big lead on you last time. So we got to stay close. My friend. So you have two choices here.
Horror soundtracks for 500.
Oh, you're killing me. Okay. All right. I got faith in you, Charlie.
Most of this movie's soundtrack was made up of AC/DC tracks, but Roger Miller made it on there with The King of the Road.
Oh.
King of the Road.
This is, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Okay.
This is, no. It's one of my favorite movies, Maximum Overdrive.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You got it, bud.
Oh, nice.
Yes, no, I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, just remember, I was about to say Christine, and I was like, no, wrong.
I thought it was Johnny Cash, like in Coal Miner's Daughter or something. King of the Road, you know what I mean?
Maximum Overdrive is worth its team in itself.
All right, so take that, chat. See, Charlie's rejuvenated. Take that. Here we come, chat. All right, now you're gonna bring it. So let's pick somebody from the chat here to pick through. So let me do a double check here. What I'm kind of looking through is who came through. How about Baby Ice? Baby Ice. Would you like to pick a category and an amount? Baby Ice. You are on the clock, and we'll see if Baby Ice. Now, Lori is saying that we will win, so we'll see. We'll see if you win tonight. It's not going to be. It's going to be close. Hodge. Oh, look at that. She's going for the 500. See, Charlie? Hodgepodge 500. All right, so let's see what this is all about. Hodgepodge 500.
2002 miniseries on ABC by Stephen King was a group of psychics awaken the evil house spirit. It aired 3 consecutive nights.
All right, Nancy, appreciate it. You have a good night. I know you're back ready to do it all again, and you're back at school. Appreciate you stopping in. Take care. Some rest. Okay, so Lord of Seven Strings says Rose Red, so that's one guess. Good Night, Nancy. Is that a movie? Is that a guess? Oh. All right, so let's see here. Unicorn Zombie Princess says, I don't like it, Charlie, when they do duplicates. You know what I'm saying? Like when they keep saying duplicate answers, then it's like, they seem to be on to something, Charlie.
I actually know this one, so.
Well, then,
I did get it.
Okay, Chase Keenan said Rose Red. So they got 3 guesses. So go ahead and give them, see what it is. Maybe it's Red Rose, guys. Maybe it's not Rose Red. All right.
I
Rose Red.
watched that one. I loved that miniseries.
All right, so that's hats off to you guys for knowing that, because that's some hodgepodge, and that was 19 years ago. So you're still on it. All right,
Good.
So here we go. So chat is up by 100, Charlie. And so is it my turn? Is it my turn to pick, or did you pick last? I can't remember.
It's your turn. But
okay. All right, so we're gonna stay close, Charlie. So we're gonna do this the right way. So we're gonna go 80s horror movies for 100. 80s horror movies for 100.
How would you go for the low?
Wearing special glasses would expose the aliens that otherwise blended in with everyone else in this 1988 movie.
So I'm gonna guess.
I know.
If you have an idea, I'm gonna guess.
It's you in the chat.
They live.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
They live.
They live.
Yes. All right. Now, being a $100 question, that was still pretty hard, guys. Yeah. So, all right, chat. All right. So here we go. So Dead Zone. I see Dead Zone's in here. So Dead Zone, why don't you, for the chat, pick a category? Dead Zone, you can pick a category and an amount for the chat, and then we will go from there. And then Lori, you'll be next in line, Lori. But Dead Zone is up to pick a category and a chat. And like I said, guys, if you guys at all would like to be on the stream and to come on and do stuff or do something, like I know Angie can't do it every week, but like if you guys would like to put together one of these, let me know. Reach out to me, DM me. Definitely, like I said, it's easier if Charlie, Robert, and I go up against the chat. But so Dead Zone says horror. Of course, Dead Zone picks the music, right? Horror soundtracks for 400. Horror soundtracks for 400.
Okay. That should read Down with the Sickness.
All right.
Down with the Sickness by Disturbed, Redeemer, Marilyn Manson, Cold, Static X, and System by Chester Bennington are all on this movie's soundtrack.
Nice. I bet you anything Lord of the Seven Strings is going to come through with this, or you're going to have you're going to come with Unicorn Zombie Princess. We'll see.
I like your questions because so far I've known all of them. I know this one too, but the chat gets it. It should be easy, chat.
Okay, so we've got Lord of the Seven Strings saying Queen of the Damned. So hold on and see. We got Dead Zone says Queen of the Damned. We'll see if we get Chases and Queen of the Damned. So we got 3 of them coming in through. So Mr. Wolf for sure would put one together. Absolutely, Chase. We'd love for you to come on. And like I said, as guests, guys, you could put together these for us. So they got the 3 guesses. You guys are wrong. It's not. So sorry. So we're moving on to the next one. Oh, wait. All right. Go ahead and reveal it. Reveal it.
Queen of the Damned.
All right. Queen of the Damned. All right. So here they go. They jumped up by 400. All right. Horror Collector has taken on the fact he thinks he's the coach. He says his team rocks. All right. So what are we going to go with?
We're going to go with 90s horror movies for 400.
All right. Okay.
This movie starred Neve Campbell, Skeet Ulrich, and Robin Tooney, just to name a few.
Well, you want the honors, my friend?
Well, I mean, Charlie, I mean, you seem to be strong with it. I mean, you seem strong, you seem crafty. So go ahead, my friend.
Of course,
Excuse me.
we're gonna go with Scream.
No, he's guessing that. I'm going to say The Craft.
What?
Okay. Final answer?
The Craft.
The correct.
It was a trick question.
So you went with Nev Campbell. You went with Nev Campbell and Skeet Ulrich, my friend.
Yeah.
But you got to look. Robin Tunney.
Uh,
Robin Tunney was she was in The Craft.
well, thankfully, you see.
I
Yeah.
tried to throw one in there, so almost got y'all.
Close.
Well, it's a good thing because he gets a guess, I get a guess. So but listen to me real quick, because just so people know, I mean, I know Charlie, you're not looking at the chat. We're not trying to give don't you guys in the chat, you give your answers when it's your turn, because if you give answers on ours, we don't want anybody saying, "Oh, we're looking at the chat. We're looking at the chat." I knew that movie, so I mean, I'm not looking at the chat, in regards, but just so you guys keep it on that level, chat, do not answer our questions unless we get it wrong, and then you have a chance. Because if you do, we don't want anybody being like, oh, they're looking at the chat, they're looking at the chat. But I like that movie. Like I said, the pops are really good. But Robin Tunney, was one of the movie's actresses that I had a crush on, that I thought was, I wasn't as big with Nev Campbell, but I did like Robin Tunney. So that's why I was trying to tell you, Charlie. I said you be crafty, but
Crafty.
okay, all right. So let's go ahead and go from there, because that's one of the things too, guys. With just for you guys in the chat, hey Claire, I want to make sure if you guys, when it's your turn, you can do the answers after it's our turn and we're not getting it. If you guys want to come through, it's all fun. It's all fun, but I assure you, on my end of it, I don't need the answers. But at the same time, I just want you guys to be everybody be clear. All right. So now it's going to be. I said it was Lori, right? Lori was next.
Yep.
Nightshade.
And she picked Hodgepodge for 400.
Of course she did. All right. So of course she did. Going for the bigs. All right. So here we go. Hodgepodge for 400. All right. Take her away.
What actual hotel is the American Horror Story Hotel, the series Hotel, actually based off of?
That's all right, chat. If you don't get it, you don't have to. It's all right. We understand. We understand, chat. You don't have to guess. If it stumped you, you haven't figured that out. Hey. All right. So Lord of Seven Strings, his guess is a smile.
Yeah.
So Nightshade says Cecil. Nazarene is Cecil Hotel. Oh, we got some duplicates here, Charlie. So it looks like they got a strong lead right now, as far as and Unicorn Zombie. So we got 3 of them. They're saying Cecil.
Good. I thought they were going to get stumped, though, because I thought they were going to think, what's the name of it in the show, which is different from what it's based off of.
Well, like I said, when they come to the horror stream, like I said, our chat is very knowledgeable, very versed on the horror. So that's what I love about the chat. So, all right. So the Cecil Hotel. Very cool. Hey, awesome unboxings. How's it going? How are you?
It was the Cortez.
Hope you're doing well. I just finished watching Murder House last week. Unicorn Zombie. All right. So, Robert, you went last time, right? 90s horror movies.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. All right, my friends. So we're looking at chat is still, they got a big lead. I really don't want that 400 to go their direction. So I think we're going to have to try to stay with them. So let's go 400. Who played me? 400. Who played me?
Uncle Red and Silver Bullet.
Ooh, Uncle Red and Silver Bullet. I'm trying to think of that movie. And so, okay, so we're both going to get guesses.
Do I need to save you now?
Because the only thing that's coming to mind.
Why can't you make like these are the questions that I like? She made really good questions because Gary Busey, if you said Gary Busey, maybe you'll be right.
Well, I was thinking along the lines of Gary Busey, but that's the only I was trying to remember. Yeah, was D. Wallace in that one. So Uncle Brad, you're going with Gary Busey.
I'm going with Gary Busey.
All right, I will ride your coattails, Charlie, and let's final answer Gary Busey.
Good job.
All right. So I mean that is one of those things that came to mind, but like I said, you were more convincing with it, so I was like, okay, that's fine, I'll roll with it. All right, so here we go, chat. So we just had Lori just picked one. So how about Unicorn Zombie Princess? You can pick a category and an amount for the chat. Unicorn Zombie Princess. And like I said, I hope everybody's having a great Monday. Everybody that was out there, hanging out for the weekend. Hope you had a great weekend. And, like I said, it's the start of the new week. So, like I said, we are here Mondays, 9:30 Eastern. Come hang out for a little bit. Play some, Jeopardy with us, some horror Jeopardy. And if you'd like to create one of these and be a guest on our show, you're more than welcome. All right, so...
Won't be seeing me though for 2 weeks.
So Unicorn Zombie Princess, what would you like? 90s horror for 300, of course. 90s 300 horror for 300s. She would like to go that route.
Small town natives defend themselves against underground creatures that are killing them one by one. What 90s horror movie?
I know it.
Can't steal out. I wish we could steal.
All right, so let's see. So horror coming in. Yeah, we got Tremors and Mass Tremors and Chase Kingdom has Tremors. So I got 3 answers. Tremors. Have Cheetah will be perfect. Awesome. So Tremors. All right, chat. All right. You think we're tremoring up here? You think we're shaking? You took a lead? Nah, we're not, because check out the board. You took away your big weapons. All right, Charlie. So it's your turn, right?
Yep.
Or Robert.
All right, so we're gonna go with horror soundtracks of 300.
Oh, you're confident in that music, my friend.
Yes.
All right.
The 2017 version features several New Kids on the Block songs. It also included The Cult, The Cure, and Young MC's Bust a Move.
This is a 2017 version?
Mm-hmm.
That would be it.
Final answer?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was it. Part 1? Part
2? 2017.
Yeah, what's it? I'm pretty sure it was the only real big horror movie, and it had a couple different songs. The New Kids on the Block. I remember hearing that.
I just don't remember Bust a Move. I'm trying to picture Bust a Move and it, if that was the case. But you're looking at 2017. 2017.
I'm pretty sure it's the only one movie that sticks out to me from 2017.
All right, Charlie. Because I can't. I'm thinking of movies in my mind. But 2017 is kind of like I said, 4 years ago. And now The Cure, like I said, I just don't know if The Cure was in it. That's the only thing. But I'm trying to think what else was around and what came out at that time. All right, Charlie, we'll go with your answer. So final answer, I guess, will be it.
It's it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. What do you think about that, chat? All right. Woohoo. Yeah. You thought you had us on the ropes. You were swinging, punching. Yeah, all right. All right. I don't remember.
I
I don't
remember
know.
New
Just,
Kids on the Block. The other so, and
yeah, I don't know.
2017. That what made me think is when she said disadaptation. So I was like, wait, the only other adaptation of a horror movie
Uh,
is it.
all right, let's go with I know earlier. How about Have Cheetah Will View? We'll give you the opportunity to pick a category and amount. Have Cheetah Will View. We'll let you pick out a category and the amount and see from there. All right, so now Angie, you got to think now. If for some reason it comes down to like some kind of a tie, you might have to think of a tiebreaker or something. We got to figure that out. I don't know.
Looks like it's gonna head to
We never been like
No.
never been in that situation, so I don't know.
you. Yeah,
You might have to do like a Jeopardy's final answer where we write it out or something. I don't know.
yeah.
So
Has
just kind of, I
100.
don't know how, it's one of those things. We got to
I
maybe
didn't
we'll
think
just.
that far ahead, but yeah, let me.
I'm in the chat. The chat's on it. All right. So who played me for 300? Who played me for 300?
Okay. Wendy Torrance, The Shining.
That's easy.
Maybe they have a mental block. Don't give them the. Hey, it's psychological. Yeah, guys, it's easy. You got this. No problem. You got it. You got it. Figure it out. You got it. You got it. Yep.
When I was coming up with these questions, I actually guessed the wrong. I knew who it was, but I got the last name wrong. And so when I looked at it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I got that."
Yeah, and then sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. You get those brain farts. You just like. But we got okay. So Shelley
Yeah.
Duvall, Shell Duvall. Now had you all said. So let's see here. Okay, so unicorns on now. Had they come through like Chase Kingdom said Shell Duvall, if they would have all said Shell Duvall, now technically it is Shelley Duvall, so that would have been one of those things where you, Angie, have to decide, does the chat get that, based on like those three answers, but they did come through in that sense. So show the answer, Shelley Duvall. Oh, you guys misspelled it. Yep. See, you guys misspelled it. You don't get it.
You're not helping our case here.
All right.
Okay.
The chat has taken the lead. Okay, so is it back to me now, Charlie? Because you picked the music, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm still not. Let's go 80s horror for 300.
The father's occupation in Gremlins.
Okay, so I'm going to give my answer, Charlie. I will say he was an inventor.
Yes.
That's going to be my answer. I don't know if you want to stick with that too, but
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Was there a name? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I was gonna say Tinker, but pretty sure he was an inventor. He invented toys. He was like created things.
all right, we're gonna. Yes, inventor. It's one of those things where you're like, okay, like he's a traveling. Could he be like a traveling salesman? It's you start thinking, but I know when him being in those shops, or he'd be like in the airport or something. So
yeah, well, it's definitely.
All right. So Chase Kingdom is not a horror movie; it's a Christmas movie. They actually they wrote the script for Gremlins to be a horror movie when they first started. They definitely had that, so that was going to be interesting to see how some of these turn out. And then just so you guys know, because I'm going through some facts. Candyman, the movie Candyman, the original Candyman.
Stop saying it so many times. You gotta summon them.
Virginia Madsen, the girl, had she not taken that role, they were going to put it to Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock would have got that. So, and also Candyman, Tony Todd, he put real bees in his mouth to film that climactic scene. So, just some facts there for you guys. But awesome unboxings, best Christmas movie right there. All right, so it is to the chat now, right? So let's go ahead. So Chase Kingdom, let's go ahead and give you, my friend,
an opportunity to pick a category and an amount on the board. Chase Kingdom. You are on the clock. So he said Eric and Charlie will get down with the grabioids.
Hodgepodge 300.
Another great make. You know, it's funny. Kevin Bacon has made some, really decent, horror movies is something he's done. What are your guys' thoughts? Did you like him on The Invisible Man? He seemed pretty,
Yeah.
but he's had some. So Hodgepodge, what's he? Yeah, Hodgepodge for 300. Okay, here we go. Hey, Clarissa.
Oh, I know this. My favorite movie.
Hey, Charlie, can you quit? Okay, 1968 Roman Polanski movie starring Mia Farrow. So Mia Farrow, who was married to Woody Allen. So 1968 Roman Polanski movie. And there you go. Have Cheetah Will View gets the first guess of Rosemary's Baby. So we're waiting to see. Like I said, we'll have to just make sure for 3 guesses just to be fair as it comes through. Yeah, I did like Tremors. It's the original one. I liked, and they made so many of them, but I did think that was a good movie. Chase Kingdom, Rosemary's Baby, and Baby Ice, Rosemary's Baby. Okay, so 3 guesses. Here we go. Rosemary's Baby. All right. So the chat is taking a 300 lead. So, all right. So they're in the driver's seat, Charlie. They're definitely in the driver's seat because what we're going to need them to do is miss a category. We're going to have them stump them. But all right. So let's see here. So Charlie, it is your turn, right, Robert?
Yep.
All right.
Go with closing out 80s horror movies for 200.
All right, 80s horror for 200. Here we go.
Okay.
Now remember, chat, nobody say anything until we've guessed.
Who directed original Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one?
Wes Craven.
Yeah, we'll go with Wes
Final
Craven
answer?
as well. Final answer.
Answer.
It was.
All right, Wes Craven. There we go. Perfect. All right,
And
so
I also read an interesting fact on that when I was looking it up. It said that Wes Craven does not like to direct his sequels.
yeah, that's although he should have directed part 2 because that one was horrible. Definitely. All right, so let's go ahead and pick Chris. Have you had on? You haven't picked one yet, huh, Chris? Lord of the Seven Strings. Why don't you rock on with a category and an amount, my friend?
Are we missing 100?
All right, so here we go. So this is the one this is going to stump them, Charlie. This is the one that's going to
Shouldn't
stump
we
them.
be tied?
Did I do it wrong?
Yes, he just had a birthday too. Rest in peace, Wes
Hold
Craven.
on.
All right, so we're waiting on Chris's
Wait a
answer and
minute.
selection.
We're missing 100 points.
Okay. Well, how can
For
I
what?
add that to it? I must have hit the wrong one because, well, you went.
So they have a 100-point lead. So yeah, they have a 100-point lead. So that's correct because that's why we need them to stump because they got that last 300 question. So they were able to go ahead by 100 by the third.
To pick that 100 before.
Okay, so he's going horror soundtrack for 200. Horror soundtrack for 200. Okay, in 1905 in Dracula.
Cry Little Sister by Gerard McMahon.
All right, you're on the clock. Here we go. On the clock.
There's a clock.
First 3 answers on the clock. Boom.
No Googling.
Let's get some guessing.
You know how hard it is to...
if they stump. Oh, we got 3 guesses of Lost Boys. Okay, here we go. Cry Little Sister, Lost Boys. All right, so final answer. The Lost Boys. All right. all right. That's all right. You guys are still going to get stumped. You'll see. You're still going to get stumped. All right. So it's my turn now?
Yep.
All right, so we'll go ahead and go. Let's go back to the 90s horror movies for 200. 90s.
Based on an Anne Rice novel, what movie stars a very young Kirsten Dunst?
I'm going to say Interview with the Vampire.
Yep.
Final. And she was up. Final answer, yes.
Yep.
I think she was up for an award on that, right?
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think she was the one out of because you had Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, even Kiefer Sutherland, but she was the one that was up for the award. All right, yeah, smash that like button too, guys. You know, share it out, help out the algorithm. Doesn't really take that much. In fact, you know, just in and out, smash it, hang out, whatever the case may be. All right, so let me go ahead and see here. How about Clarissa? Clarissa, I like saying her last name, Menchaca. Clarissa Menchaca. You can pick. You're next on the line for Jeopardy to pick a topic and an amount. Now here's the thing. You know, remember, you know, like I said, this is a battle going on right now. So, Charlie, we got to play chess. Here, Flipcake, what's up? Anne Rice is one of my favorite writers. Okay, so Clarissa Menchaca wants to know who played me 200. All right. Michael Emerson, The Lost Boys. All right, here we go. Michael Emerson, The Lost Boys.
He's awesome.
Boom, 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 boom. And the guesses began. So Chris said, nice man. So Chase Kingdom says Jason Patrick. Lord of Seven Strings, I miss reading. Still need to finish Dr. Sleep. Okay, we're still waiting on. So Baby Ice says Jason Patrick. All right. And what's up? And Ian says hello. What's up, Ian? All right. Go ahead and you can go ahead and run it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Clarissa says Jason too. So Jason Patrick. All right, here we go. All right. So we're gonna have to stay close. We're gonna have to stay close, right? I mean, they still can miss a couple of them. So Charlie, we got to get this last one here.
Hodgepodge for 200.
Here we go.
Year, make, and model of Christine.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
You're making model, Christine.
No, it's because I used to teach. Well, he used to teach this.
So just think. You got to be able to think. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm just trying to remember the year, but it's a Plymouth Fury, a Chrysler Plymouth Fury 19.
Okay, so we get 2 guesses. So, right, we're gonna get 2 guesses.
It's either 1958 or 1960. I can't remember. A Plymouth Fury. I remember it was a Chrysler.
Okay, so you go with 1 year. You go with 1 year.
Go with 1958. You go with 1961.
Okay, I'm gonna go. He's going with a 1958. Finish it full. So the make and model. What are you going with?
Plymouth Fury, 1958.
Okay, and I'll go with the 1961 Plymouth Fury.
Priceless.
But that's what I would say. But we're gonna go. We need a final answer. So we'll pick Charlie, and we'll just write it. And 1958 will be our final answer.
Okay.
Well done, Charlie.
You know what? I was trying to think the Fury part. Like I was like I was thinking of the cars, and I was like, okay.
I couldn't remember. I could piss. 1958 or 1960, 61. I was like, ah.
All right, so let's see. See, here they go. Chase Kingdom, Dead Zone, 1958, Chase Kingdom. All right, so how about awesome unboxings? You can pick a category and a title, or category and amount. Awesome unboxings. Nick Fury. Oh yeah, that's right. Nick Fury. Plymouth. Nick Fury. that was a good one there, because that's one where definitely makes you think, and you're like, you didn't expect it. So it's like
when I taught American literature, and I used to make the kids read that. That's the only reason why, and I couldn't remember the year. It's been a while. The year was the only one I couldn't remember.
Okay, so 90s horror for 100. Awesome unboxing.
They say go with your first.
All right, 90s. Seeing this Tim Burton movie starring Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci might make your head roll.
That was my first DVD ever.
All right, seeing this Tim Burton movie starring Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci might make your head roll. So now, Charlie, what we may have to do with some of these, when people come on and they make these, we may have to look at some strategies. We definitely might have to look at some strategies.
Yeah, like aim high, don't pick low numbers. We could have been.
We went well. I mean, I think that first round we picked 400, right? Okay, so we got Sleepy Hollow, and Sleepy Hollow. All right, 3 guesses.
Okay.
Sleepy. So you guys didn't say 1999. Had you said 1999, then like you didn't say 1999, chat. I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of like maybe we got to put the bird out. All right, so Sleepy Hollow, chat pulls through on that one. All right, so now here we go. So is your turn, Charlie?
So we're gonna finish out with the music and horror.
Horror soundtracks. Okay, here we go. All right. Hey LJ, how's it going? What
focus?
Final answer?
Final answer.
Yeah, I mean, God, if he's gonna blur it out like that, hocus pocus. Now, see, Charlie, why couldn't you done this last week? You couldn't nail these, coming through. So I guess you had a little bit more confidence up here today. So, all right.
Angie made the questions, not you.
Well, hey, it's okay. You're all right. Here we go. So let's see. So the final one, did I? Nazarene, have you picked yet? What's up, Sassy?
Hey, Sassy.
So now, Nazarene, if you have not picked Slushland, well, look at that. Prom Night was filmed at his school. Oh, that's cool. See, it's always good with stuff like that. So, okay, so Nazarene, you go ahead and close it out. You can pick the final one. LJ.
Hodgepodge for 100.
All right, Hodgepodge. Here we go. All right.
Who starred as Marion Crane in the original 1960s Psycho?
We got him.
Got him.
We We got them. Come on. All right, they got three guesses. Here we go. All right, so Nazarene said it was Sassy Cajun. I don't know. Did Sassy Cajun? But Sassy,
it may have been Sassy in the shower.
You know that was the first time they showed a toilet. You know, in the movies. You know, with Psycho. So Have Cheetah Will View was lurking, but came in with Janet Leigh. Oh, Chase Kingdom, Janet Leigh. Now, is there any correlation to Janet Leigh, Charlie?
Absolutely. But I'm not going to say it till after this. Obviously, the start, or one of the first films of the slasher by Alfred Hitchcock, Psycho, which inspires 1978.
And Nightshade says Janet Leigh, so all right.
And it is Janet Leigh, the famous shower scene. Also, the mother of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes, sir.
Now, did they ever in Halloween and in the Halloween movies, did they ever have like a nod to the Psycho?
Halloween H2O, Janet Leigh plays the admin assistant, I believe it's the secretary of headmistress at I forget the character's name, but it was Jamie Lee pseudonym. When there's a scene where she pops up and it's like, oh, everyone's entitled to, I guess, one good scare. And she walks away and you hear the music as she goes to the car, like in Psycho.
Oh, nice. All right, so here we go. Who played me for 100? Who played me for 100? Here we
go. Tori Redding and Leprechaun.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Dun, 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 dun.
So go ahead with the final answer there, Charlie.
Jennifer Aniston. She's hot.
Ding, ding, ding.
And you know she probably regretted playing that.
Yes,
movie, but...
he did.
Jennifer Aniston. Now, okay, so the chat squeaked it out by 100. So Charlie, now that just teaches us now next time we have to strategize a little bit differently, because the chat they come fighting. Their gloves are off. They are bringing it. They got some knowledge. They bring the thunder. So chat, appreciate you guys. You know, obviously bringing in the thunder. You know, coming through 100%. But Angie, awesome to come
Great
through
job.
with that. You know, that was awesome with the questions. A lot of hard work to do that, like time consuming. Mm-hmm. But it's fun because then you just start thinking, okay, what categories do I want to do? And the music one was really cool. I liked how you came up with some different stuff with a hodgepodge. And even if you do 80s and 90s, there's still a lot of films out there that you can pull from. Mm-hmm. So that's what's good right there. Yep. See, the bitch told me we would win. That's right. That's what. Now, Nightshade is just so everybody knows. You know, the Nightshade. We joke around like, you know, I call Lori the bitch, and she knows that. She calls herself that. We have fun. Some people, you know, they don't want to do it, but me and Lori, we have that. So, but definitely Roscoe Pops, guys. If you have not had a chance to subscribe or check her out, the link is in the chat. Definitely, you want to make sure you do that. Because Roscoe Pops, what is your channel about, Angie?
We collect. Well, you talking about Roscoe, or you talking about what we collect? And
well, I mean, I mean, what do you guys? I mean, when you guys do your channel, you know, what is some interest that you have? I mean, do you do comic books? You know, furniture. You know, do you guys? You know, what is something that drives Roscoe Pops?
We love mystery boxes. I am a pop rock horror diamond collector, and he loves the Marvel and Star Wars, DC. So it's we really love the mystery boxes, and then the live that Christina and I do. That gets me up on Wednesdays. So it's just
And so, what is that the basis concept about that live? Because I know I applied to go on there, but I haven't heard back from them. But what is that live stream that you guys do on Wednesdays? Is it based around music?
Yes, it is, Eric. It is. It's Southern pop rock gals. So we a lot of times we'll pick a theme. Are we talking about '90s music or soundtracks? This Wednesday we'll be doing some older rap, R&B, and but usually what happens is the chat starts getting involved, and then the conversations kind of go from there, and it is all centered around different types of music. And
well, we blame Robert for that. Robert King Bobbert. He has a tendency to go in and stir up the chat.
He's gonna stir it
up. Or if you have a Mr. Crispers, sometimes Mr. Crispers will come in and occasionally be able to chime things up a little bit. And then Chase Kingdom. So this is what we putting out to you guys. Like I said, we can't expect Angie to come on every week with a quiz, a Jeopardy. Okay, but it was really nice to be able to team up. Robert and Charlie and I, and of course, Pags, you decided to show up now. Were you taking a dirt nap, or we could have used your help there. We lost by 100. What's going on, Pags?
Hey, Rob is leaving on vacation tomorrow, so I'm trying to get ready for the party we're throwing.
Oh, so the excuses come, out like a funny car right now, because you're coming out of a funny car, you just keep piling out, we could have used. We lost by 100, Pags. You could have helped us out there.
You guys are gonna lose. The chat's always winning. I usually side with the chat.
Well, and that's probably why you're staying home.
Yeah. I'm too big. They charge me. Yeah, I do.
So, Pags, you must be excited. They're going to be doing a Killer Clown soda. They're coming out with a Killer Clown soda.
I saw that. I was on a hunt with LBD a few days ago. By the way, I'm sorry to be rude, but hello, Angie.
Hello.
You got to watch out for this one, Angie. He's a lot different than Charlie. You got to watch out for this one.
Very nice to meet you.
But yes, those are actually good questions. I could hear them from the other room.
Thank you.
I was making yellow shots.
And not sharing?
Yeah, hey, you know what? How much is shipping? Yeah, no, we had a long day. I mean, I know that the guys are out. We saw the soda pop. I'm sorry, the soda of the Killer Clown, which would love the Chase version.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I'm actually excited for Godzilla myself. But yeah. Charlie, you can be home by yourself, so you may want to be careful. I wouldn't turn on the TV, Charlie. I wouldn't have that TV on, Charlie. Pags. So you better watch out for that one, because it's Friday the 13th coming up this week.
That's
guys. So obviously Friday the 13th. What do you think about that, Jason? No comment. Okay.
I agree with him.
So Angie, I got to ask you, being a guest, Friday the 13th. Do you have any superstitions? And in the chat, any superstitions that you guys have kind of black cat going underneath the ladder. Is there anything that has over a time period for you that you're like, okay, I don't want any part of? I do have the superstition.
The only I have the New Year's superstitions about the black eyed peas, the greens,
the what?
The black eyed peas and the collard greens. Or
okay, it's funny you said that, because my mom, believe it or not, and God bless my mom, she's fighting stage 4 lung cancer, and I love her to death, and she's a fighter. She would literally, when we have New Year's, she would go around in her cheetah jacket and carry around a suitcase around the block, and she would have her black eyed peas and collard greens. So like it's funny that you mentioned that because she would do it. So can you elaborate a little bit more on that superstition?
Yeah, I never heard of this.
Black eyed peas is to give you luck all year long, and collard greens is for money. There's another one. But I always did the black eyed peas and collard greens. Every New Year's, you have black eyed peas and collard greens. That's it.
Usually we just eat grapes.
Grapes.
They're green grapes. I grew up with Hispanics.
Well, if it works.
So,
and then you don't wash your laundry. You don't do laundry on New Year's either.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Well, so make sure you just do it before. Yeah, because you don't want to be out there airing out the dirty laundry, right? So, Nightshade, August 21st. So, I wonder if she's talking about birthdays. I know Sassy's is coming up. Chris says he wants a 10-inch. Chris, 10-inch Godzilla. I'm pretty behind. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Let's see here.
We picked up some Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, right back there, Chris. See that right back there? Yeah, a good old 10-inch right there, baby. Right, yes, right there. Oh, there's your Harley Quinn right there. I got my Harley Quinn. But definitely. So that's your one superstition. You guys have any superstitions in the chat? Like anything that you that you're kind of like afraid of, or like you're like, no, I don't want to mess around with. I know Robert, you don't deal very much. You don't want to deal with the Ouija board. But is there anything that you're superstition about? Like I mean, if you remember, it's like step on a crack, break your mom's back, the black cat thing, like, anything that stood out there for you?
The ladder. But here's the ironic part. For the last couple of weeks, we have a ladder next to our bed. So go figure.
Let me ask you, Peg. So you got a ladder next to your bed. Is that to see how long you sleep?
No.
Or no, that would be at the ruler, right? If you got a ruler, that would then if you had a ruler, then you could see how long you sleep.
But
No, we have a ladder because we put these lights up that you see, but they keep falling in the heat and humidity.
Oh well, when you wear clothes like you're wearing right now, I mean you're instead of bringing in a tank top or something like that, But I mean, the makeup's doing wonders for you, though, Pags. The makeup's doing wonders for you.
Are you trying to roast me?
Well, Pags, I'm just getting you ready for your adventure for this weekend because it is, Friday the 13th, Pags. So
we're inviting Annabelle. We're inviting Samara. There's going to be all types of things. Yeah.
Now here you go, Angie. Would you do this? Now, maybe not necessarily just you by yourself, but maybe with a group of people. Would you sleep in an abandoned prison more?
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to be a forensic oh Lord, what pathologist? The one that does the autopsies.
Oh.
Isn't that what it is? Forensic pathologist?
It's like a well, I mean,
I'm that's what I wanted to do.
On CSI Miami.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take the time to welcome in our new member, Supine. So Supine, we're going to give you, since you're doing it on Stream, we're going to have to give you this salute here. First, we'll give you this salute right here. There you go, Supine. Thank you so much for that. But we'll give you the horror salute. Bub, come in here, Bub. Can you, where are you at, Bub? No. You're not Bob. That's right. Well, I appreciate that, Ghostface.
You get the Pagliacci salute.
Where did Bub go? Bub must be taking. I think Bub, is it lights out, Bub? Yeah.
Love
Okay. Lights out, Bub. Yeah, I mean, Bub must be taking a break. Now, I got to tell you, let me see if he's so we're going to have Jason kind of stand in for us a little bit. So Jason, can you kind of Okay, thank you. Appreciate it, Jason. And also Supine, sometimes with our new members, we'd like to welcome them into the hotel. They can stay a night in the hotel if they'd like. Sometimes a getaway weekend vacation. It's always fun at the hotel. So we can get you a room. We have these lovely girls that would be able to. Oh wait, no, not now, late. Oh. But anyway, Supine, we appreciate you 100% being part of that. So I'm sending spiders to K&L. Definitely, like that's horrible right there. Don't mess around with the spiders, right? But so like I said, we got Friday the 13th coming up, and when you look at Friday the 13th, some of it is that spiritual. Back in the biblical days, when you had the Last Supper, where you had a total of 13 people as a guest at the table, and they felt that was the wrong number, like that kind of like it should have been 12, and then of course with that, just one of the things just kind of point out when you're looking at the days of Friday the 13th, most of the stuff would fall on a Friday. But things that would happen, like I said, they had 13 guests at the table. They thought it was a bad omen courting death. And so also, if you look at some of the biblical tradition, basically Judas betrayed Jesus. That was when Jesus was crucified on a Friday. But Friday was also a day that Cain killed Abel and Adam gave Eve the apple. So Friday the 13th has some biblical portions in regards, but other than that, like I said, wanted to kind of bring that out. Wait, what I miss?
He's mocking me.
Oh,
Everything.
Pags. See, Pags. This is why your screen time is limited. Robert, Pags is being bad, Robert. We're gonna have to. Can we?
It was nice meeting you, Angie. I like you. You're cool.
Thank you, Pags. It was nice meeting you.
Oh, and here we go. I found him. So once again, Supine, we're gonna give you our salute for being a member. So Bub, that's right. Salute our members, Bub, 100%. And then Angie, I forgot to tell you, being a guest, I hope you didn't park in the parking lot. On the north side, we've been having some issues with kind of like some resident animals. They've been having they like to steal things. So hopefully you didn't park back there, but this is what's going on. They like to take the hubcaps and yeah. So 100%. Hopefully your car is not back there. But
I think that was my hubcap.
What do we have here? Who's this person?
I am Dusty Momo.
Hi, Dusty Momo.
Hi. I'm the hyper one. And who are you?
I am Angie.
Hello.
Very nice to meet you.
I like horror movies.
I do too.
Yay! Hold on. One
How's
sec.
it going, Gene? Saying hi. So Gene, people are coming in the chat. So we'll go ahead and say hello and just give a, like I said, we're taking a look and seeing who's in the chat. Yep. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So we're going to go ahead and give you a little hello. Yeah. All right. Whoa, soldier. What do we got going on there?
Going
you're going to scare our guest, I mean,
That one is freaking me out a little bit.
I'm gonna be like, in the middle of the night, start thinking these nightmares. I got to see this face right now.
I love
it. I definitely, get that purge vibe with that thing. So definitely, just saying hi to everybody. Supine said creepy. Dusty stole the other hubcap. Nightshade says truly horrifying. Now if Nightshade's saying it's horrifying, that you hit that nerve right there. So
he did it.
But Angie, absolutely appreciate coming on, doing the show. We have Unicorn Zombie says that it looks like Elmo's cousin on crack.
That's it.
That is the
inspiration. Of course, Mad Hatter, Mad Hatter is on the road to 500. He's doing a great giveaway, guys. Mad Hats. We love our Mad Hats. He gets excited about things, definitely with his horror stream as well. And
thank you, Nazarene.
So, and then Christina Payne was in here earlier, so I wanted to give her her little nod. She loves her little Superman guy. But like I said, guys, you did an awesome job, Angie. And if you guys want to come on the stream, if you would like to do something like Angie did and be a guest, reach out to me, DM me, and we can set something up. We're always looking for people to stay at the hotel, 100%, and just have some fun with that. But what's coming up? Now what do we got going on over here?
Just like Bob.
We're gonna paint a happy little tree here.
Man, they're gonna have a party. Oh my God! Like this is a man of many faces right here, guys. You got Bob. Can you imagine the party they're gonna have when Robert's gone? What's up, LBD? LBD, do you see how many puppets your friend has? I think he needs to he's getting out of hand here.
He said hand. I don't see.
But
LBD definitely he goes with you on your hunts. Did you have any success? Anything? Charlie, I gotta figure you're the sane one of the bunch, right? You're the smart one.
I am the OG, even though I have a brother doppelganger up there.
Oh yeah, Eric, right?
Yes, Eric.
He seems to be in hibernation.
He'll eventually be on, but it's just really complicated to bring him down. But
I think you need to at least get some females up there, Charlie. You got a lot of.
No, trust me, they're coming this Friday. Rob doesn't know about them. We already saw our guests. We're really actually going to throw a Friday the 13th party here.
Oh, see,
we invited Lord Vader.
Lord Vader. Here. We'll have to bring in Star Killer.
Oh yeah, it's going to be interesting. But yes, no, LBD. We went on a hunt the other, a couple of days ago. We managed to get ourselves pretty much almost all of the gang orcas and the Harlequin sodas.
Well,
hunt.
Now, so if people don't know, the gang orca.
There it is.
There's that gang orca right there.
Sell them yet? Or no.
Now, it's funny because you look at sharks and you look at Suicide Squad. The shark there.
Good film.
And speaking of pickups, I wanted to show you one of my recent pickups that I was able to secure. I'll show you here. But I got the Tiffany Chase.
She's got the Chase. Yeah, I want that one.
Yeah. I was able to secure that, especially with the sci-fi series coming out in October. I definitely had to have that next to my Chuckies. 100%. And then I had a pickup today from Walgreens, and it actually, the box, believe it or not, guys, the box came interesting, elongated. but not damaged, like apparently. So you never know with Walgreens, right? You know how many times you've gone in there and seen the pots just like be horrible. But I wanted to show you. Now, of course, here's the thing with Walgreens, guys. When you order from Walgreens, they don't put anything in there at all. They just send you the pot. Now, hopefully, we'll check this out. Doesn't seem to be too much damage, but picked up the blade from the recent con right there. So,
Richard wants that one.
Well, as a matter of fact, I actually ordered this on the con, and then I got this on Walgreens. So I do have, this is a second one. So maybe we can talk.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was in a, What's Poppin' Nays was looking for one, but then it turned out, because I told her that she possibly could have this one, and, you know, but it turned out her mom pretty much secured one. So, but we will definitely, like I said, guys, there's a lot going on this week. With, I don't know, is there a lot going on this week? What do you got going on? You got besides the Friday the 13th? What else you got going on, Robert?
Again, I'll be away, so I'm going to be going to Galaxy's Edge for the first time in Florida. So that should be interesting. I haven't been to Florida, to Orlando in quite a long time. So, well, but the last time I was there, Harry Potter World didn't exist. So this will be the first time that I go. So I'm trying to reach out to the McDorks if they're around, but I think that one of them is away.
Well, I think they were also talking about going on a trip.
I know that they were away.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I know they just recently had their show on Sunday. But sometimes, you know, like I said, yeah, you know, trips, it's hard this time of the year. People want to get out and try to do stuff. You know, you got to have like a little bit of fun. But, you know, sometimes, Angie, you know, you do have a tendency to get your hair tied up a little bit and, you know, in the twists and stuff. But I mean,
yeah.
You know, other than that, we cannot tell you enough. Charlie, you know, what do you say to our guests?
Thank you so much for such an amazing show. I really appreciate all the time that you took to put the questions together, but you have been absolutely wonderful. And we really stay in touch.
Well, you are very welcome, Charlie. And I enjoyed it very much. So thanks for having me. And I'm glad you liked the questions.
Well, and that's the thing, too, is, you know, I mean, they were definitely done really well. I'm glad that, you know, for me, I sit there and I try to think, and I'm not trying to look through stuff, and I'm saying, okay, the topics and stuff. So I thought it was really great how you picked the categories and then how you propose the questions and stuff. And it was fun from my end to be able to to go up against the chat too. So I think that's something that definitely would love to do again, guys.
Hold on, wait, what I miss? You guys play Jeopardy? Yes, moron.
Yeah, we start at 9:30 Eastern. We usually hang out a little bit, let the chat trickle in, and then once the chat trickles in, you know, we'll kind of catch up a little bit, and then we'll bring it on and do the game. Also, if somebody would like to do what Angie has done, and we would definitely love to have you back on as well, Angie, to do another one. But I know that that's something she can't do all the time. But at the same time, we definitely would love for her to just kind of, you know, from time to time, just come back out and hang out. And I'm looking for something to showcase for tomorrow. Let me see if I can. Oh, there it is. All right. But here's the other thing, guys. That's really cool. Tomorrow, Tuesday, also, if you guys get an opportunity, Umpty Scratch is going to be on Brandy's stream. He's definitely going to be having some jitters, or he's going to be on there for the first time, and it's going to be really cool because, you know, you finally get to put like a face, you know, to the name, and somebody that's supported the community. He's got a website and does some great things in the community, 100% for charity. So Umpty Scratch, let's go ahead and check this out here real quick. tomorrow YouTube, and then shortly after that, if you guys have an opportunity to hang out, come on over Tuesday to here, pop in around the world type edition, where Sassy Cajun, the lovely, beautiful, talented, ever so much that I enjoy being a partner with, Sassy Cajun and I are going to just kind of hang out. And we're welcoming everybody to just, if they want to come on the stream, they want to whatever, we're going to play some games, have some fun. But Sassy Cajun and I, we're going to have a community game night. Come chill and come hang out. So that's going to be a lot of fun right there. So definitely, if you guys want to do that, it's going to be 100%. Hey, Anthony Blaze, how's it going? That's like I said, anytime you stopping in and hanging out, but it was a lot of fun. The chat did beat us by 100, much different than last week, but that's all right. We'll figure out a strategy, Charlie, and we'll come on top next time. We'll figure that out. But other than that, guys, and if you get a chance, oh God, hey, what'd you do? Go back did you go in the bathroom and do something in your hair or what?
No, this is about 33 of them.
Yeah, let's take a look at these guys. Charlie, I don't know, Charlie. You might need to come on vacation, Charlie, and come hang out with me. Come hang out with Uncle Eric.
I really should.
But then, like I said, we have today. So Angie on Friday is dropping her video for the collectible swap. So you definitely want to check that out, guys. Collectible swap. A lot of people, Mama J, the amazing Mama J, who works her butt off and puts this stuff together. And you have some great people that take care of the chat, like Caitlin, Funko Pop and Unicorns. You have Sassy Cajun. Also, I mean, Angie? Are you involved in the chats at all, or are you able to, or are you just in there because they're always fun? So.
Yeah, I get involved with the chats, so I had a really good time with it.
Yeah, and like I said, if you guys want to see who sent me my box, it was a lot of fun. Me and the boys opened it up. So like I said, we have that. All right, but yes, it is the Kraken collectible swap. But once again, guys, this is Angie from Roscoe Pops, and we are giving her a warm welcome here on Scream Stream. And so we're gonna, we appreciate each and every one of you guys in the chat, 100%, hanging out. So it's been a lot of fun. You guys, basically, he says, okay, I'm leaving now. He might have got scared because of the three that are on the screen. But we really appreciate you guys. And so why don't I give Angie her due? And so Angie, Roscoe Pops.
Thank you.
All right. And this is, like I said, this has been Scream Stream. So, guys, you have a wonderful evening wherever you are, whatever you do. Hug the person next to you, or if you get an opportunity, just smile. Just smile, guys, because, things are going to be okay. We always have each other. This community rocks it, socks it. We have an opportunity to do a lot of great things, and we'll continue. So, all right, Charlie, so wave us off goodbye. Let's go ahead and give them chat. We 100% appreciate each and every one of you guys for being in here and coming through and participating. And it has been a lot of fun.